Hello world, Wendy from Cali here, back with another Mixed Manny chat. Today, there's not really a theme, but I really wanted to use Sliver Fox, which is in the new core catalog. It's beautiful. It's like a silver little nod to Between the Lines, but it has like holographic glitter. And then Naughty or Ice, because it's still been pretty cold and rainy here in Southern California, and there's a big storm coming, so I thought Naughty or Ice and Sliver Fox would make the best combo for that. Whoa, that's the first. There were 2 of these nail prep pads in this set. That's different. Somebody... Quality control on the assembly line. Giving away free stuff here. Not that this is worth very much, but still. I have not put anything on my nails because I wanted to try good old-fashioned Color Street on my nails all by itself. Notice that my nails on my right hand are slightly longer than that of my left. If that's not a telltale sign that I'm a lefty, I don't know what would be. Usually your dominant hand, your nails get much more abused from every day than the other hand, at least in my experience. Hope everyone's been doing well since the last Mixed Manny chat. If you are new to this channel, hi, welcome. Wendy from Cali, born and raised. Cali as in California. And yeah, I'm just here to chit-chat about life and do nails, so if you're into that, stay tuned and keep watching. Otherwise, recommend me to somebody that is, and you can move on down the road. YouTube has tons of content. Alright, here we go. Ooh, that's one of the first times I've seen the glue peel off of the set packaging. I must be way too rough today. Females that are watching, you'll all know probably, you've been through this, where Aunt Flo is going to be in town and just super hormonal. That's me right now. But also today, Groundhog Day, was crazy busy at work, and to the point where I was just like, I don't know how to prioritize all the priorities, because it was like, everything is like top priority, and yeah, it was a hot mess, and I am glad it is Friday, even though I am likely going to have to work over the weekend. But enough on work, because nobody wants to hear about work. Let's talk more about fun things like my groove hip-hop class with Susan at Get Fit Factory was yesterday. And it was one of the most fun routines, only because I was actually able to like get most of it down without like overthinking it. And that rarely happens to me. So I'm going to use the nail prep pad one more time, just because I feel like my nails are super oily. But yeah, it was so much fun. Even though there were only 2 of us attending the class last night. Very small class, although there was one time where it was just me in the class. So yeah, lots of fun. If you are friends with me on Facebook or Instagram, you probably saw the story that I posted of the dance. So much fun. The song, though, I layered it over the original song that we danced to, only because I wasn't quite sure if Facebook or Instagram would, like, ding me for having certain songs. So I used a song that was actually from Instagram, so that, yeah, I actually don't really know how it all works, those copyright strikes and all that. Whenever that happens, I'm just like, what did I do? I don't know. I probably should read up on that, because I keep posting content, but yeah, not trying to harm anybody or steal anybody's work. I'm just here to chit chat about life and do my nails. But yeah. Oh, don't know why I've waited so long to use this set. It's beautiful. Yes. Okay. So dark and moody, just like how I feel right now. So it's perfect because I wanted to see Sliver Fox over a dark and moody set and see how much contrast is seen in the set. So we will see, won't we? Let's see if this one, did I ruin this one? I probably did. I ruined it. Sorry. Ooh, this set's extra sticky. So on my toes, I've done off camera a retired set from Color Street called Queen of Hearts. And for some reason, when I opened up Queen of Hearts, it was like not that sticky at all. So what I had to do was use Orally Bonder, which shout out to Stacy Adams for the tip on using that. If there's something that's not sticking well or whatever, a set, something. If the Color Street set is not sticking well, Orally Bonder is great for that. Also, I think Stacy had said using Orally Bonder would help with like cracking issues. But I don't wear my nails long enough to experience too much cracking anymore. I typically double up, as you can see, on the sets. And I wear my nails anywhere from like 3 or 4 days to like almost a full week. So I don't typically experience that much cracking. But if, you know, there's folks that buy Color Street because they want to have a mani that lasts like 21 days. Although they say it only lasts up to 10 days. But I've seen people talk about how they've kept their mani on for like this many weeks. And even my cousin June had done that when she was traveling. So, you know, if you're wearing specific types of sets, like the glitter dipped sets, you could totally get away with doing that. Just refresh it with like a top coat, you know? But I can't imagine wearing a solid set like this for 21 days. One, I always get tip wear because I'm so rough with my hands. But also, grow out. When it starts growing out, it's like, I can't. I gotta, I gotta change it. So, that's also typically why you'll see me change my nails pretty often, especially during the hotter months, because I tend to drink way more water, and my nutrition during the summer months is way better than during the winter time. So my nails will grow like super rapid. So right now, if you've been watching all of my videos chronologically, you probably have noticed my nails are not as long as you may have seen them in past videos, but that's typical of the cold weather. Whenever it's wintertime, I forget to drink water, which is really bad. I got my blood results from my doc on Wednesday of this week, and yeah, she was like, you gotta be careful of your kidneys, you gotta drink more water. And I was like, oops. Yeah, so I downed like 3 24-ounce bottles of water that same day because I was like, I don't want any kidney issues. I'm already, you know, dealing with my dad and, you know, him still not being able to pee on his own. He's got the catheter in still. So it's hard to see that. I mean, he's so used to it now, but I want to see him better, and I want him to see him progress to the point where he's not going to need that. So we'll see. We shall see. But anywho, but yeah, back to the groove hip hop class. really fun routine. It was one of the first ones where I didn't have to overthink it. Usually I tend to overthink the routines, and sometimes the routines are just too fast. Like, because I'm trying to watch Susan, the instructor, do the moves, and I'm watching her in the mirror, so my silly brain is like trying to mimic the moves, but it's like literally doing a mirror image of what she's doing, which is not what you want to do in a dance class. You want to kind of follow the trainer, the instructor, going the same direction. That's, at least from my experience, that's what you want to do with dance classes. But yeah. I am like one of the most uncoordinated folks ever, but I love dance. Like, I love watching dance. I love pretending I can dance, but I don't have any rhythm. So you fake it till you make it. Like, usually when I take Zumba class, because Zumba, you just keep moving, and you're not like learning like a full-on routine. You're learning like a bunch of routines all at once for each song that comes on. If I don't get the move, I just keep moving. I pretend. As long as you keep moving your body. I mean, that's the whole point of classes like Zumba, you know? You just go for fun, and it's a way to work out without having to lift weights and, you know, run on a treadmill. Monotonous stuff. But yeah, I like the groove hip hop class because it's not overcrowded, and also we kind of build on the routine, so you have constant movement, but it's like building on a routine until you get to the end. And Susan oftentimes likes to film us if we're getting it like really well. If we're getting the routine really well, she'll film us just so we can have it for our stories on IG or Facebook or whatever, which is really fun. But yeah, I was wearing one of my fluffy shirts. So if you are a fan of Gabriel Iglesias, aka Fluffy the comedian, yeah, I was wearing one of the very first shirts that my panda bear bought me. He bought that shirt for me so that we can go see Fluffy in person, see him perform at the Anaheim. What is it? The Anaheim? What is that center called? I don't recall. Anyways, but in Anaheim, he was performing, and Panda Bear and I had decent seats to see him. And it was really cool because when we bought the tickets, I had tweeted about it when Twitter used to be Twitter. I don't tweet very often, I'll just say that much. But when we bought tickets to see Fluffy, it was way before the pandemic had happened, and I had tweeted about it, and Fluffy actually shouted out to me, and I was like, oh, screenshot save, share all over Instagram, share all over Facebook, yes. So yeah, such a fan, but yeah, that's one thing I love doing with Panda Bear, which we don't get to do as much, but go see comedians that are on our bucket list. That is definitely my idea of a great date night, because I love to laugh. But yes, this color is so stunning. Oh. So another color that's similar to this, but it's not exactly like this, is Lagoon, which was brought back for Color Street's core catalog this year. And I did end up getting another one of them. That one's a jelly though. So if you don't like the jelly consistency of the Color Street sets, you probably won't like it. Jellies, I love the look of jellies. They oftentimes don't fare well on my, like with my nail chemistry for some reason. So, oh, my nails are getting long enough where I think I might not be able to use, I might not be able to use 2 for 1 anymore. They're finally growing. But what was I saying? Yeah, jellies. So with my nail chemistry, if I lay a jelly down by itself first, right away, like it will tear and I'll have like wear, kind of similar to this. What is that? Ugh, I totally like pulled too hard. That happens. Maybe the Sliver Fox will cover it. If not, I'll just file it down just a teeny bit since my right hand nails are a bit longer than my left. But yeah, jellies, I usually have to layer them over another set for them to last on my nails. If I lay it on my bare nail, it doesn't want to stay. Solid colors are the worst. I mean, I love them, but oh my gosh, like, like you won't see me wearing a solid color like this all by itself. If I were doing that, it's likely that I use conventional polish because, yeah, it's like conventional polish is like, you can fix any of the little like chips and all of that if you wanted to with layering on more polish. It's harder with Color Street, but with Color Street it lasts longer. There's less likely to have chips, so it's a give and take. But usually when it comes to solid colors, if it's just a solid color by itself with no like design or glitter or whatever, like I don't tend to buy those very often unless I'm buying them so that I could layer it underneath something, or in the case of jellies, over something. Because I just can't see myself sporting just the solid color. But this one's beautiful, and I'm glad that I remembered to use it before wintertime is over, because this is definitely, to me at least, a wintertime color. So we're heading into spring in just about a month or so, I think, right? And next weekend is going to be a very busy weekend. Not for work. It better not be for work, because I'm totally not going to be available to do any work over the weekend. But we've got Saturday is Chinese New Year, and Sunday is the Super Bowl. And what's it going to be? 49ers and the Chiefs. And I think Usher is performing. Oh, Usher. What can I tell you about Usher? Way back in the days when I was in high school, I used to chat on America Online, AOL. For those that are in my age bracket, you will remember AOL, Messenger, and AOL. For those that are much younger, you will have no idea what I'm talking about. But I used to chat like on AOL like all the time, and I met friends and folks off of the internet. Like I met them online and I met them in person. And there was one friend, Chris, which his last name I'm blanking on right now. But Chris and I went shopping one day. We were buddies, and we were at the record store, CD store, I should say. Back then, it was all about CDs. And I was like, oh man, this album, it was Usher's like first like CD or whatever. I was like, oh, it's it's a really good one. I swear, you got to get it. It's so good. And so he actually bought it, and we were listening to it in the car. And then, like, I think I was driving that day. I want to say I was driving that day. And so when I dropped him off, he was like, you could actually keep the CD. And I was like, what? So yeah, he gifted me Usher's first CD, which was really awesome. So shout out to Chris, wherever you are. Wish I could remember your last name. I'm so bad with names. Like, don't even get me started with names. I am very bad. Very, very bad. So, how bad? Very bad. But yes. But Usher's supposed to be performing at the Super Bowl. What was really cool, so Susan, my instructor for the groove hip hop class, as well as Zumba sometimes, I'll take her Zumba classes. She danced in the Super Bowl performance where it was all of the 90s like hip hop artists, 90s and 2000s I should say, but like, you know, Snoop Dogg, and was it Ice Cube, Mary J. Blige? There were so many. Like, it was one of the best shows, Super Bowl shows that I've seen. I don't really follow sports that much, but I am interested in watching the halftime show, typically. And also sometimes I like the commercials, because some of those commercials can be pretty funny and awesome. But yes, so I'm interested to see if Usher's going to put on a really good show. And I don't know. I haven't seen Usher live. I've only heard all of his CDs and his songs now on, you know, all the streaming platforms. So it'll be interesting to see his performance for the Super Bowl. But yes. So, anybody who follows sports have any thoughts on who's going to win the Super Bowl? 49ers was Panda Bear's dad's favorite team. Also, is my brother's favorite team. So, even though I have no skin in the game, because I like the Raiders, because of the silver and black, and because one of my favorite comedians, Angela Johnson, or now Angela Johnson Reyes, she was a Raiderette. Came from San Jose, California. So yeah, that's why I like the Raiders. Again, I don't follow sports that much, so don't hate on me because I like the Raiders. But yeah, I guess if I had to pick somebody to win the Super Bowl, I guess the 49ers, but everybody's talking about Taylor Swift and her boyfriend, and I don't even remember his name. That's how bad I am, because, like, again, I don't pay attention to sports, but he is on the Chiefs, right? I want to say yes, because somebody was making fun of, like, Taylor Swift having to fly from, like, across the world to be at Super Bowl or something like that. I don't know. I don't pay that close attention to what's going on in the world. I like living my sheltered life. So a lot of the facts or a lot of things I talk about, don't take them as facts, is what I mean. Because I don't really know. I just like chit-chatting. And today I am very chatty because it's been a really stressful day. Like, uber stressful, and doing my nails is my zen time. It is my me time, and it actually is providing me a very good sense of calmness right now, doing my nails. So, but yeah, whenever I do solid sets, I always have this happening. I don't know if anyone else has this happening, but it's like little wrinkles. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong to cause those wrinkles, but it always happens. Always. That's why I almost never use solids by themselves. I always layer something over it, or the solid is over something else and then it doesn't have those wrinkles. But yeah. So, I had finished reading Marie Kondo's book. What is the name of the book now? The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up? Is that the name of the book? Yeah. Again, I'm so bad with names. But she had mentioned a book that another Japanese author had written about the art of discarding. And so I've been trying to read that book and finish reading that book to see, you know, where Marie Kondo got her inspiration. And yeah, having the hardest time finding time, making time to finish reading that book. And it's due tomorrow on the library app that I use. So I gotta hop to it. Probably tonight I will finish it, because I was like maybe 60% of the way done reading the book, and I still had about 60 or so pages left, so I could easily do that in a couple hours. But the point is making time for it, and today has not been a day where there was any free time at all. Like, I'll tell you this much. If Panda Bear hadn't fed me breakfast this morning, I probably wouldn't have had any food like the whole day, because I was so busy with work that it was like I didn't even get a chance to eat. Like, I took a lunch break, but the lunch break was not to take a lunch break. I had laundry that I said I was going to do because there's a big storm coming. And so it was like trying to do a balancing act of taking breaks to do personal stuff and getting work done. And it was like a weird, freaky Friday of like meetings. Usually we don't have that many meetings on the calendar for a Friday, but today was like a rare occasion where there was a bunch of meetings, and then the meetings like would go longer than scheduled sometimes, and that was like, oh my god, like talk about stress. And of course, as I mentioned, I'm very hormonal right now, so that's another book that Panda Bear actually has me reading, which I am 55 pages into a oops, I spat. I spittish. I think it's like over 200 pages long. So that's an actual physical book that I am reading. So different from reading on my phone on a library app. That one I have to actually be in a well-lit room and yeah, sit down and read it. So I will eventually get to it. I know that Panda Bear wanted me to read it so that he can then let his sister, my sister-in-law Carla, read it. So I need to hop to it because I'm holding up the whole process. I'm bottlenecking. But yeah. Alright. Ooh, I'm gonna have to empty out this thing soon because it's getting way too full. Look at that blue. It's so shiny. It reminds me of the color of the dress that I wore as a bridesmaid for my sister-in-law Abby's and my brother's wedding. There's this cute picture of us buried somewhere in my Facebook of my sister-in-law Abby and my sister Michelle and I pretending to be Charlie's Angels when we were dressed well, Abby was in her wedding dress, of course, and my sister and I were in our bridesmaid dresses, and yeah, they were this color. I want to say they were this exact color. But yeah. That was a fun wedding because my friend Lily she was working at Enterprise at that time, and she took one of the work cars. I think we rented it, but we wanted a nice black like SUV to take my brother and my sister-in-law away from the church, to be their ride, you know, from the wedding ceremony to the reception. And so we had decorated the car. It was just hilarious. Like, there was a demented looking bride Barbie, I think, that we strapped to the front of the car like a hood ornament. I don't remember the rest of the decorations. That's the one that stands out the most, but fun times. That wedding, though, was before I even knew Panda Bear. And it was before my sister, Michelle, had gotten married. So yeah. So much time has passed. It's crazy to think about how time just kind of flies. I had the scariest dream last night, which woke me up, and then I had to go pee. But so in the dream, I don't know if you guys have watched the Matrix movies series and stuff like that, but there's these weird looking alien thingies or whatever. Those things were hunting us. We were in this building, and the building was like mostly made of glass, and we were like looking out the window, and we saw one of these things, and it was like trying to slam against the window to break it so that it could come in, and it felt so real. It was so scary. I woke up in a panic this morning, which is fine because I had to wake up early for work anyways, but still, oh, my heart was beating so fast. Oh, so Naughty or Ice, this is the final look. Now we're going to add Sliver Fox. Yeah, apparently that's not a typo. It's Sliver Fox. It is a play on Silver Fox because of the silver glitter, but they didn't call it Silver Fox. They called it Sliver Fox. Probably because my only guess is that sliver kind of reminds me of like tiny little lines, or tiny like thin, like a sliver of something is like super thin line of something. So I think that's probably why they went with that. And also they probably didn't want a nail set to remind us of all the silver foxes. Like, I think it was Stacy, or was it Shannon, that Googled Silver Fox, and George Clooney's face popped up as a silver fox. That's hilarious. But yeah, it's not Silver Fox, it's Sliver. Sliver Fox. So, anywho, I try to get these. I never use them. Ooh, I like the polka dot one. I try to not ruin these because some people actually like them to create keychains and whatnot for promotional things. And so I just keep them in case somebody wants it. Oh, whoa. I almost forgot to make my nail stick. Yeah. Oy, let's pull one out. Good thing I didn't seal it yet, though. That would not have been cool. Then I would have had to bust it open just to make a nail stick. And I probably wouldn't have, because if I, in the event, forgot to make a nail stick and I already sealed it, 9 times out of 10, I will just leave it. Because I would tell myself, you know, it wasn't meant to be to have a nail stick of that. Because I don't have a nail stick for every single set I ever used. I didn't start making nail sticks until months after I started using Color Street. And it was because of a Color Street stylist by the name of Tara Stoddard. I saw her do this. Link to her YouTube and Facebook if you're interested and you aren't already part of her groups and following her. She's the one I learned the nail sticks thing from. And I love it. But now that I'm doing the whole Marie Kondo tidying up, I'm like, am I just making a huge mess that later on is going to get thrown away? It'll be a very long time before that happens because I love, like, I'm such a big fan of Color Street and I love having the nail sticks of all the ones I've done. But yeah, the collector's mentality. Gotta step away from that. And I can't because it's too much ingrained in me. I want to collect them all like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. I've gotten better though. I don't buy every single set from the catalogs like I had done for a brief moment when I was obsessed with Color Street. Now, not so much. I only buy what I really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Yeah, I'm being better about it because, again, I've got hundreds of sets and not enough time and fingers to put them on. Even counting my toes, it's not enough. Like, it's too much. Do I want? No. Save those for later, for use probably on my toes. Okay, these. Let's do these. And then these. Okay. The rest of them probably could actually go on my toesies one day. But look at that. Oh, I don't know if it's translating on camera, but the glitter is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. That is beautiful. But will it layer well over Naughty or Ice? Let's find out. Here we go. Alright, what I have to say about this is I wish that the glitter was a bit more spread out. Because if you look at it, it's beautiful, but it's also like the lines are not thick enough for my liking, I guess. If that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it'll look different after it cures and I take a nail fee tomorrow morning. Could, possibly. We'll find out. But I wanted to go kind of for like a sort of nautical look. Which is another play on words with the naughty or ice. Nautical. Like, yeah. Anyways. I'm a weirdo today. And I'm not going to apologize for it because you know what? It's all good. It's all good. Speaking of weirdos, creative weirdos, anybody watch Mr. Kate on YouTube? I watch Mr. Kate. I just watched their latest video on how did they get to where they are now with their own furniture line and living in Hawaii and all of that. It was kind of fun to see the history on Mr. Kate. I was following Mr. Kate on YouTube before they hit millions and millions. Before they had hit 1 million, I was a follower. So I loved their OMG. What was that series called? OMG, I'm coming over? We're coming over? I don't know. They were like remodeling like people's houses, which was really fun to watch. Their content has changed a lot, though. And they don't make content as much as they used to. And that's okay, because, you know, people have their cycles. They'll come in and come out. And, you know, there's so much content out there anyway that it's like, it's all good. It's all good. Alright. I mean, that looks... I think on camera you can't tell, like, the shininess, but it's beautiful. I'll bet you, if you were to make this shimmer set into matte, it would probably show the glitter a lot more. And you know what? Why not try it out? Will that totally ruin it? I'm going to just do one accent finger. Because, why not? Oh. Oi! Look at my collection. Okay, hold on. I need to find my matte top coat. Which, this matte top coat I won from one of Stacy Adams' Ruckus's live nails and all that jazz. So she used it once and like, nope, matte's not for me, and I won it, and I was like, Stacy, I'll make good use of it. And here I go, making good use of it. Because I want to be able to experiment for you all if you wanted to do a similar mani and you're like, oh, but I only have the one set, don't know if I want to test it out, like, is it worth, like, possibly ruining my mani? I got you, because I have so many nails that it's like, if I don't like what I end up making, I will just adjust and do a different mani. No problem. Ooh, this one doesn't look like it's fully matte, but look at that one. That one went matte real fast. Ooh, dare I say I kind of like it matte? Oh my gosh. Is it? Oh, ah! It didn't look matte because it was still wet. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. It's okay. Let's keep going with the other fingers and we'll come back and put that one on. Alrighty. Middle finger. I kinda like the matte. Oh, wow. Kinda, sorta do. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Might need more Sliver Fox after all, because this is pretty darn cute. Okay. I'm not going to waste this piece, because I'm just going to use it for my nail stick, so I don't have to use another one for it. There we go. See? And so, if you were to be like, I don't know, maybe I want to throw it on Soul Sister. Oh, there you go. That's what it's going to look like. If it translate on the... And then if you're like, well, what about... Oh, that one's not dark enough. Greeking Out. Similar blue, but not as shiny. Nail sticks. Gotta love them. Okay. Overlay. Stick that there. And... oh, sometimes my mom and her gossip about family drama cracks me up. I'm not going to repeat anything she said here, but... oh, I love my mom. She gets so lit up about talking about family drama that it's like, it's so cute that I'm just like, wow, like, Alright. For me, it's like, I'd rather just avoid. So most of the time, you know, it goes in one ear, out the other, because I'm just like, I don't want to know. I really don't. But yeah, I do let her talk about it, though, because she loves talking about it, so yeah. But my mom, God bless her, she was so helpful today because she helped me when I was like stressing out over work, finish like with the laundry. So now I just have to put it all away, Marie Kondo folding style, once it's dry. But yeah, it was a lot. Oh man. Okay, this looks dry. So let's put this over. Oh wait, I was gonna use this, wasn't I? Let's put this over the mat and see how it looks. Let's see now. Can you see it any better? Is there a difference? Matte versus normal? I think when you add Sliver Fox back over it, it like negates the matte top coat. Or am I just imagining that? I feel like it totally like negated it. Oh well. I guess that is okay because then it doesn't look like I did anything underneath different than the other nails. Oh my god. Don't lift up. How dare you, Color Street. Ooh. Alright. So note to self, when you're using the matte top coat, make sure you've already done your cleanup work, because otherwise it's going to start lifting up over the area that's like your skin. Alright. Here we go. Here we go now. Why does it feel like I have too many? Do I have too many? No. Okay. I'm imagining things. I'm losing sight of what I'm supposed to be doing. No. Okay. Okay, that's close enough. Close enough. Oi. Oi. There we go. Sorry, folks. A little tired. Starting to move into the weird sound effects stage of the evening. So, my apologies. Oh, so pretty. Alright, but why do you look so funky on this nail? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Nope. 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 Wow. Gonna need a file. Gonna need to file, because that's looking dumb. And then this one, I typically don't use, so it's a metal file. There's little tiny stars. I don't use it on my actual nail. I just use it on the edge of the Color Street strips to kind of file off the edges. What I do use is a glass file, but I don't have that out right now. So yeah, I really did pull out too many, didn't I? This and those. I don't need these. Yay, more for my toes. Or for another mixed mani later. Okay, we are almost done here. How many times do I have to say how happy I am to finally have a new phone that doesn't cut off my videos at a certain time point. So now I don't have to worry about part 1s and part 2s and part 3s and it just keeps going. But that may not be as fun for the viewers, because then you guys are like, how long is this video? I know, sometimes they're just too long, but you know what? For those that are on the treadmill, for those that are on the elliptical, for those that watch me while cleaning, I'm sure you don't mind that I go over that 38-minute time now, because that's just more time for me to talk about nothing and you to see my end result nails. Oh man. So if you got this far, because we're almost done here, and you watched the whole thing, kudos to you. How about you leave, if you don't want to leave a comment, but you do want to leave a comment, you can leave a snowflake emoji and a blue heart emoji. Maybe not in that order. Maybe in the reverse order. Blue heart emoji and a snowflake emoji to kind of be a nod to Naughty or Ice. And the blue heart, because we love blue. I'm blue, da-da-dee-da. Yep. My sister-in-law Carla hates that song. And it's hard, because every time the word blue comes up, that's the first thing I think of. And I sometimes will sing it out loud, and I'll be like, oh, stop. Stop annoying your sister-in-law. Can't help it, though. Can't help it. It's so catchy and annoying. But yeah. Anywho. But yeah. Blue heart, snowflake. Blue heart and snowflake. And then, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe. And if you like this video, click like. But yes, we are just finishing up this last bit. I don't know if I got used to using the second to last little strip for my thumbs or what, or if my thumbs are shrinking. Ha ha ha. Yeah, right. But I've been using the second to last ones now and saving the real big ones for using on my toes. So yeah. More pedicure options with my leftovers. I love it. But yeah. And the pedicures, I usually do them and then I leave them on for like 3 weeks. Sometimes a full month. But yeah. Like I said, the Queen of Hearts that I currently have on my toes, I don't know if they'll last more than 2 weeks, because when I opened it, it wasn't very sticky anymore. And I was like, what's happening? So, not quite sure how long it's going to last, but we'll find out, because I'm hoping to make it to Zumba with Susan tomorrow. But it really depends, because I still got some more work to do to be ready for Monday, because again, today's been very busy. But yeah, here we go. This is the final look. I do need to do a little bit of cleanup, and then I will take a selfie in the morning when there's actual sun. And yeah, I will see you all next time. Peace.